Hello, we're back. How are you? How are you doing? Um, I've been thinking a lot about this quote by Joan Didion. Um, she wrote, "Everything eventually goes." And ever since I've turned 30, I've just been reflecting a lot on this quote. Just thinking about how so many things in our life leave, whether it's person, a job, or a family member you loved who passed away. Um, and yeah, I was just kind of making tea. I got some tea. Maybe you're sipping some tea too. And I've just been thinking about it, just thinking about what it means to say goodbye to your 20s, say goodbye to people you loved, and just settling into a new season of your life. And that's been really, really difficult for me. Um, I've been reflecting a lot about rejection, and just kind of wrapping my head around what it means when someone tells you no, and someone tells you that this opportunity isn't for you. And it is difficult. It's really difficult to sit with this idea that I might want something, I might want it to stay with me, but sometimes we don't get what we want. Sometimes the things that we really desire in life aren't meant for us. And we have to accept that, things leave. Things leave. Life is kind of a revolving door where people come in, people go out, and stepping into my 30s, I'm really starting to get to this place where I understand more about this quote, everything eventually goes, and understand that life is temporary. We are in temporary seasons, and nothing is permanent at all. Um, and I'm in this really hard life, this really season of life that's hard. If you're watching, you might be feeling the same way, where, you know, people are leaving, relationships are coming to an end, job situations aren't working out how you imagined, companies are laying off, and you are finding yourself in a really tough situation where you're trying to figure out like what is your next step in life. And that's kind of currently where I'm at, and that's why I feel called to make these videos. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch them. I don't really know like what's the purpose of like these video diaries. But I've been just processing a lot of grief around my 20s. Um, and knowing that, damn, I'm 30. Like this is the time now for things to kind of be moving, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I'm supposed to be moving towards something. I'm supposed to be building some kind of life where it feels fulfilling, it feels like things are falling into place, even if they do kind of fall apart. And my life is definitely falling apart right now. No money. No love interest. Like no long-term stability as far as like a job or career. I'm at this very awkward place in my writing, my teaching, um, and my design work where it's just like, what are we doing? Like, am I waiting around? Am I just kind of sitting here waiting for things to happen? And yeah, as I'm reflecting on how I've gotten to where I'm at in life, it's just made me think more about being in temporary states, and changing with the seasons and knowing that this isn't permanent. This hard situation that I'm in right now, it's not permanent. It's eventually gonna change, hopefully for the better. Um, and we will be moving towards a more positive direction. And so yeah, if you're feeling similar that I'm feeling and you're a little bit lost, just know that everything eventually goes, you know? Your problems are gonna go away. The situation that you're experiencing right now, it's gonna go away. And then more things are gonna come into your life. And hopefully they're better. Um, so yeah, I'm starting to ramble. I'm gonna like sip on my tea. Hopefully you make yourself some tea too. And you have a really great day. I'm wishing you love and I'm wishing you peace.